Hi guys, how's it going today? So it's January 11th and it's now 6 in the morning, and I want to look at Litecoin because it was requested today. Someone sent me a tip for Litecoin, which usually means, hey, here's your time. I'm interested in Litecoin. That's kind of how it's been lately. So I've been leaving my tip addresses below. And before you guys, before we get started, I actually have something to tell you guys. Like, I just made a video for F Classic a while ago, like an hour ago, and yesterday I made like 5 videos. I'm not really sure how to tell you guys this, but I think I have a charting addiction, and it's kind of taking over my life right now. Like, everywhere I go, I just see trend lines and supports, and well, just a few nights ago, I had a dream, okay? I had a dream where I was looking at myself in third person, right, so I can see myself, and I was in university. I was in class, right? And I was sleeping in the class, right? It was like a math class. It might have been some discrete mathematics or differential equations or linear algebra. I don't remember. Some class. It was most likely discrete math because it had Dr. Alderman in it. And she teaches like discrete math and number theory and stuff like that, right? And I was sleeping, putting my head down on the desk, right? And then all of a sudden, like, I hear her yelling at me. She's like, Philicon, are you sleeping in my class? And I just woke up all of a sudden and I said, Fibonacci! That's right. I just woke up in the class and I yelled out Fibonacci, and then everyone just started laughing at me. And I woke up in real life and I just realized that I think I have like a major problem with charting and I just can't stop myself. It's like, baby, I don't know what to do. Everywhere I go, I chart. Baby cannot stop myself. Somebody take my computer. Somebody take a laptop. Somebody break PC. I cannot stop it. It's so crazy. Everywhere I go, I see the chart. Just chart everywhere. But in all seriousness, like, it's really fun charting, guys. Like, this is me not joking anymore. But it's really fun charting, okay? It's fun charting because you find lots of similarities in so many charts, and they all follow the tune of what Bitcoin whistles. And every time Bitcoin snaps its fingers, the altcoin says, how high do you want me to jump? Or how many push-ups do you want me to do? If how many push-ups do you want me to do if it ends up going down instead, right? It's like, okay, you want me to jump off of a bridge? No problem, Bitcoin. Just tell me what to do, Bitcoin, and I'll do it for you. That's kind of like what every coin does, especially Ripple. Ripple's like, yeah, Bitcoin, you're going up. No problem. We're just gonna drown ourselves. We're just gonna jump off of a boat, okay? Oh, there's only one lifeboat. No problem. No problem. Like, it can fit everybody, but Bitcoin, you just take the lifeboat by yourself and you just save yourself, okay? We'll just dive into the Mediterranean right here, and we'll just drown ourselves. Like Ripple and IOTA, especially, they're all like that, okay? So now we're gonna take a look at Litecoin. Before we do, guys, upvote my stuff on steemit. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to collect a lot of steemit. I see it as like Final Fantasy or World of Warcraft Gold, where it doesn't mean anything, but I just want to have a lot of it because I just loved Steam Coin lately, and I love the community, and I think it's gonna be one of the hottest coins of the year. Like, I was tweeting about it 2 months ago when it was like, 80 cents, and then reached $8, and do you guys remember that time I suggested you guys for everyone to like take a look at it and buy it? Well, don't worry about it because I didn't buy any either, okay? But one day I went on my Steemit account, and it was like $40 worth. That's all I had. It was like, I had like 50 Steam or something, and they were 80 cents each. And then like I logged onto it this year recently, then I'm like, whoa, there's like $250 in there. Where did this come from? And I checked the price of Steam, and it's like, whoa, it's like $8 right now. So I don't want to have a lot of Steam for the money. I want to have it because like, you just want to collect a lot of it, and as well, and I just love the community. So guys, before we start, like, subscribe, share, all the goodies and stuff right now. What if I wasn't even recording this whole time? Okay, I'm recording. I'm recording. So I changed up the tune of my green, by the way, for the week. Actually, for the 2 weeks. Last 2 weeks, it was something called Gorilla Glue, where it made you just feel like very heavy, very, very strong, more indica dominant, right? And with it being more indica dominant, indica in the couch, where you're kind of stuck there, and you just don't want to move and just feel really lazy. But it's good for chilling. And now this week's flavor is called God's Green Crack, right? God's Green Crack is very uplifting. I think I talked about it last time. So this is more of a fun kind of environment this week, you know. Since change, I had my time, you know, like I went through the whole thing with my family, with you know with grandma passing away and stuff like that, and I feel a lot better this week. You know, it just gives you a lot of reflection and makes you realize what's really important in life, and every time a significant thing happens, you are more grateful for the things you didn't realize were important before, right? And that's why I also wanted to change the tune a little bit this week. It's 2018, guys. We're all gonna get rich or die trading. You know, look for those 50-cent coins. No pun intended. SPK, Spank Chain. Spank Chain's a really interesting coin as well. Spank Chain is a super interesting coin. Guys, there are two types of people in this world. There are people who watch porn, and then there are friggin' liars, okay? Spank Chain is going to be an incredible coin, I think. It's very geared towards the actors and actresses in the adult entertainment industry. Is it weird saying porn industry, or is it more professional to be like, yeah, adult entertainment industry, you know, I'm gonna be all professional and all. But Spank Chain, guys, just want to talk a tiny bit about it right now. Think of a platform where right now in the adult entertainment industry, the fees goes a lot towards the industry in general for management, you know, for production, etc., right? 50% up to, which is an average standard fee. So what Spank Chain is geared towards is towards actors and actresses, where they can basically they can advertise themselves and have their own venue to broadcast themselves, where the fees are reduced to about 2% only, right? So the majority of the profits goes towards the actors and actresses in the industry, rather than being it's called redlining, right? Where the industry is redlining the actors and actresses, and they're basically depriving them of certain rights, right? And this is going to prevent redlining in the adult entertainment industry. So, you know, you think of, okay, don't ask me how I know a lot about this, okay? But you know, we're guys, we're bros. We talk about the hoes, you know, stuff like that. Like I shouldn't say that, but I'm just saying, you know, bros. Anyways, that was kind of a little bit rude, but it was just a joke. You guys get my personality by now. But what I want to talk about is that think of sites, you know, like, you know, Pornhub, X videos, etc. right now, where a lot of actors and actresses content is you know, a lot of the fees, first of all, goes towards the industry, right? And a lot of their copyrighted material is freely distributed. Well, think of a place where you can actually sign up that's safe and free, and you're actually supporting the actors and actresses in the industry, right? And you're going to a site, you can be completely anonymous as well and pay by cryptocurrency. And in this case, it'll be Spank Coin, or is it called Spank? It's called Spank Chain, but the coin, is it called Spank? Yeah, it's called Spank Chain. Anyways. So yeah, it's something I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on. And their ICO token was incredibly cool as well. They had Caden Cross. I don't know if you guys know who that is. I'm just saying right now that I have no idea. I had no idea who that is. I had to Google her. Apparently, she's someone really famous in the industry. Is that me being sarcastic? That I didn't know who she was? I'll let you guys figure that out. So yeah, they got like a very famous person in the adult entertainment industry to make an awesome video on their ICO token, right? And then when they actually demoed their platform, right, where, you know, think of, you go to X videos or something where you can find the categories of all the stars, right? Well, on their platform as well, you can go there. It's hosted in 1080p. They might even offer 4K content down the road. A lot of the money that, like your subscription fee, it goes towards the people that you're supporting directly, right? Rather than the industry itself. So they got, anyways, when they were demoing their platform, they actually got Janice Griffith. If you guys know who that is, she's super famous as well in the industry. So that is a coin that, this is me talking about fundamentals. Guys, have you guys ever heard me talk about any fundamentals this enthusiastically? Don't forget, guys, there are two types of people in this world. People who enjoy porn, and then friggin' liars, okay? So, Spank Chain, keep an eye on it. It was just recently added, okay? It was just recently added to bitfinex here, right? And you guys have to check out their professionally made ICO video of Caden Cross. Like, you know, it's incredibly professional, guys. And we're getting producers and directors in the industry as well who are on board, right? And let's face it, it's an untapped market, right? right? It's reaching a very specific demographic as well, and the idea has never even been thought of before, and now it's been thought of. So this is why I'm really looking forward to see what kind of innovations come up with in 2018, right? We're always coming up with constantly new ideas like this. Everyone's trying to tap into the cryptocurrency market. They're trying to develop some product that can be marketed, right? They're trying to isolate their demographic as well. They're trying to disrupt monopolies in the market. For example, Ripple as well, right? Other contenders with Ripple that came up right now. I can't remember their name. I don't have it up right now. But their contender with Ripple right now is just the next Ripple, right? Instead of monopolies, they're trying to oligopolize the market as well. They're like, for example, Ripple disrupting the swell conference. Man, there has been just so much going on right now, guys, with Neo as well, that are superstars, with Omise Go as well, that's just disrupting the Southeast Asian markets right now with super fast payment solutions, right? Thailand especially. Neo's being mass adopted right now. Tons of competitors coming out, like the ETP. It's just that's a sleeper as well, guys. ETP, okay? So anyways, that's enough rambling about it. I think I've been talking for like 5 minutes now. So just keep an eye on these coins, okay, guys? Bitcoin, guys. What is Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin is doing a consolidation like this. No doubt about it. Right? There's no doubt about it that Bitcoin is doing some sort of consolidation like that. It might even held true right here. Oh, sorry. I meant to go to Bitcoin. It's important for you guys to understand the similarities between coins. So Bitcoin is doing something like this. No doubt about it right now, okay? A, most likely B, C, D, and E type of correction, right? That is extremely common. What's IOTA doing, guys? What do you guys think IOTA is doing? Something extremely darn common as well. At the end of a big uptrend. What do you think Ethereum Classic is doing right now? Just take a guess, guys. Take a guess. It's doing the exact same thing as well, where it's wedging, and I just did a good TA on that guy. My mom said it's good, so I can say it's good too. So this guy's wedging as well, right? So we had a flash crash there. Now, let's go to Litecoin right here. Let's go to Litecoin. The bitfinex one is always hard to find. Is this Bitcoin or is this Litecoin? There's Litecoin. There's Bitcoin. There's Litecoin. Okay. There's Bitcoin. There's Bitcoin. Okay. There's Litecoin. Are you guys noticing anything or what? A, right? B, C, D, and E. We're gonna get basically another touch somewhere up here is what I think is going to happen. It's very range bound, right? Unlike the other coins, this one's got in a much tighter range already here. And it's really hard to disagree that that is a really strong and solid support right there. But we also have a secondary support line where we're gonna include basically just like that, just a lower region. Because what we want to do as a trader is look for worst case scenario and best case scenarios, right? We want to plan, and we want to make sure that we're defended from all angles of attacks, so there are no unforeseen things that can happen, right? The more prepared you are as a trader, the more likely you are to be successful just down the road in general, right? So just as an example, you know, if you guys were going to go into a long trade right here and it failed, okay? There are many different things. Oh, don't mind the noise right now. I'm actually staying at the folks right now. You know, I love staying here. It's freaking amazing. My parents have had this house since 1997. It's a long time, right, guys? It's a long time. That's 21 years to be living in one house. It's basically home. And you know, when things like that happen in the family, it's good to be back home, put it that way. So we're going to use this as a secondary support around the 55 moving average one, because every time it kind of comes here, it just bounces. Kind of came, bounces. Kind of came, bounces. So if you were actually an investor and you were holding long term, you would actually have absolutely no reason to have sold your Litecoin at all right now for long term. if you were maybe trading, you know, just on a daily, like a swing, and you're holding for up to 2 weeks right now, you might be considered taking profit up there, right, and just get back into there. But as a trader, of course, myself and a swing trader especially, that would like to hold for a few days at most, it's not something that that is ideal for me to do. So yeah, so hold on, I'm just checking my Ripple position here. I gotta close my position. I'm a few cents away from closing it. I probably should put a limit up. Just let me put my limit order up. Give me a second, guys. 76. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Man, we're just about to break out of the Ripple one here. I just feel it. I just feel it that like Ripple wants to break out right now, guys. Yeah, like I can't see Ripple going down anymore. Like I just can't see it. It's trying really hard right now. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. I don't want to pause the video and join it later. It's much harder. Oh man, Ripple's gonna bounce here. Shice, that's gonna be nice. Okay, so back to Litecoin. So Litecoin is consolidating this wedge right now, right? And we see 5 clear waves going up. With this one being 1. This one we trace more, 2. This one being 3, 4, and 5, and we also see the 5 subwave in here with a very extended 5th wave for that one. So we know that this 5 subwaves is entirely done right now. And you know, these long wicks happen, like I always explain, guys. We see a long wick here. You guys want to see IOTA's long wick? Okay, IOTA's got the long wick there as well. Ethereum Classic has got the long wick as well. You know, every single one's got that very long, that long wick on USD here on bitfinex, right? Long wick there. It's because, guys, there's 5 subwaves that form, and after 5 subwaves form there, right, to create the 3rd primary wave there, people still think it's going to go up. So people are in a long position. They're in a long position, leveraged specifically, right? They're in a leveraged long position, and because they are in a leveraged long position, right, they will eventually get liquidated or their stop loss, right? So people mostly play their entire account, so they, you know, they can't be liquidated any lower than, like around here they can't, probably around here they get liquidated, I'm guessing. So then you end up waiting in line. So everybody gets liquidated, and then they end up waiting in a line, quote unquote, because then they're trying to fill their orders in a line, right? But because it's falling, it's a domino effect, it's cascading, it's just trickling downhill really hard. Sometimes there's not enough orders to get them all filled, and because they're not all filled, right, you're just chasing, basically. You're trying to catch a knife that's just falling down, right? Because you have to close your long position by selling. So these long wicks happen because it's a chain effect, and these chain effects are deadly, guys. People who go into a long position here, right, they are in that phase of the FOMO phase, and I can guarantee 100% that they do not understand how to plan an entry well ahead of time and how to plan an exit well ahead of time. And those people who will buy because they don't want to miss out on an opportunity are the people like that will, you know, generally not be that profitable in the long run. you want to be profitable in the long run, you know. So yeah. You guys know what? I got my Ripple orders filled like around 63, 64, even more. I got some filled at 74 actually. At first, right? I screwed up. Yeah, 74, and then I got even more filled. So now my average price is like around 68, 69. So I'm like 5 cents up on a lot of coins right now. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So anyways, this is gonna form a consolidation pattern like this, in my opinion. B, C. It's gonna really range bound right now. So is this risk even worth taking right now? If you guys were here and you were playing on a swing to go from 235 to 238, not really. Not really. The opportunities have been missed, guys. These ones here, in my opinion, it's like nice, but I don't know. Right now, it's just too range bound to be making any type of attempt for a play for me, right? I mean, am I gonna try to only get a 10% gain? right? With my stop loss even way down over here below the last lower low. So, you know, you don't want to use a tight stop loss like right here because clearly this is the last low. So, and my possible gains is based on all my resistances and supports is only 10%, but I can lose 12%. So this is a horrible risk to reward to be playing in here, right? But what you can do, if you wanted to play from right here, but we don't know if it's going to go down or up yet, right? We don't know with 100% certainty, right? But once it touches the E, and then if it bounces here, then we'll have 100% certainty. So let's say we actually end up getting to E over here. That's a pretty decent line, I'd say. This, here, here, and there. I should probably get it better. Well, I did just use wick to wick in the other one, right? On different time frames. On the 4 hour. Actually, nah, I gotta draw that better, guys. It's not satisfactory to me. How about like that? That's decent, right? You know, it all creates an apex regardless of how you draw it, right? It all creates an apex point for this right here. This one right here on a 4 hour chart, you actually got a nice hammer already. So we are absolutely consolidating into this specific area right here. And then once we get into this area, guys, this was, we had our wave 1 that I drew there, right? This is wave 3, all of this is wave 3 here. And then we're consolidating for the wave 4, which could be a long consolidation, right? So regardless of what happens, here is most likely going to break up because of a bullish alt market, but of course it could possibly break down as well, right? So what I'm going to be doing is looking for right here, one more touch on E-ish, right? Regardless of where that is, I'm going to delete some lines. You guys get the idea of the possible supports and resistances. What I'm going to do is just wait a few days because I'm just planning ahead. I'm adding this to my tracker, right? I'm going to see if it makes a touch on E right there, and then I'm going to, or D, I mean, and then bounces down to E over here. That's what I'm going to do. And then, guys, targets is pretty massive actually, okay? Targets are freaking massive. So we have this one right here, which was a huge wave 3, right? Huge wave 3. So we will assume, just generally speaking, a less than 1-to-1 extension because the wave 3 was very bullish, and we will give it the most conservative approach possible. The conservative approach would be between 786 and also 0.1, or sorry, 1 ratio, right? So that's the conservative approach. An aggressive one would be probably around here, right there. That's a little bit too aggressive for me. So I will be super conservative and I will choose a target right here. I don't think it's going to make a 1-to-1 extension in terms of moving the exact same length of this one. Actually, it's possible. So here are my targets. I'm going to wait for the end of this breakout right there, and then I'm going to play this right here. If it goes up, I will gladly go for a possible target of $400, round number. And I will set a stop loss. Honestly, this is a pretty big play. I will set a stop loss around $200 for risk to reward of 4-to-1. About 4-to-1, yep. Now, we also have to take a look at Fibonacci extensions to see where everything fell into, okay? So if that was wave 1 and this was wave 3, then we take, so you guys keep this in mind, okay? If it breaks up, this is the play right here. I'm actually gonna put this on steemit. So if you guys want to see all these charts and stuff, just go check out steemit. And then on the downside, right, we're gonna take a look at Fibonacci here. On the downside, if it breaks down, like we've already reached over here, we'll probably end up falling down to a lower support region which would be right here. And I say this right here because that's where this end is. So if it goes down, right, you know, it could go down to there. And then if that fails, honestly, we're going to go to the 618 Fibonacci level right here. And it could almost be literally a free fall to come down. You know what I mean? Like literally a free fall to come down if these supports don't hold. So this is a critical support right here to hold that I've shown on the daily chart. Right? So this one is one that's holding for now. But, you know, if that one doesn't hold, it'll fall down. If right here, this whole area and around right here as well doesn't hold, see this one right there? It's going to fall down to a lower region area over here. But right now, it looks like it's holding with this one. So I'm going to say this one more time, guys. If this line here, I'm going to make sure you guys know which one I'm talking about, the purple one, does not hold right now, right? We will end up seeing an A, B, C, D, E, maybe somewhere like this instead, in the formation of a symmetric triangle, right? Something like that in here. Or not a symmetric triangle, a descending triangle, and it'll fall down to this buy region in here. Now, if that one doesn't hold, right, which is going to be scary, then we're going to fall down to these regions over here, and then which will be a perfect 618 Fibonacci level, but because of a bullish market, we would expect a lower retracement between the 0.5 and the 382 Fib level. So I think that it's very healthy as well. So shorting LTC, it's too late to short LTC, guys. It's honestly too late to short it. I'm no financial advisor, but I would not be shorting LTC, even if it goes down a little bit from this level. I mean, shorting it is just so risky, and you know, it's just not worth the risk to reward. Let's say it does even break down, right? Like out of this channel somewhere here, and you set your stop slightly higher than it over there, and you're targeting here. I mean, you guys could try it. I mean, this would be the first one pretty much, right? It's barely, like, it's not even a one-to-one, not even close, right? You can be aggressive, and you can go for like an aggressive short for a target 2 possibly of even $161. That's a 618 Fibonacci level, right? But yeah, it's definitely your money, guys, and it's nothing I would ever advise. The only one that I would advise is to you know, if it wait for breakout to go long, I'm not a financial advisor, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait for a breakout to go long, right? And then if it drops down a little bit more, then I will wait to re-enter accordingly. You know, if this area doesn't hold here, right, that's okay. If it doesn't hold, then we'll just get a normal retracement level. Not a normal, but a very panicked zone where the golden ratio strongly applies to the 618 Fibonacci level. And that's okay, guys. Like, I'm not concerned about missing out right now. There are 3 cases, right? And the 3 cases is basically this. It breaks down to this green region one here, breaks down to here, or it goes up from there. So play, you know, you can go to risk to reward, minimum $400 target there, right? And then you can take a $200 stop loss or something using the wrong tool. If it breaks up there, right, $200 stop loss about into the next buy zone, it's 5.41. If it breaks down over here instead, and you get a symmetric triangle, and it goes actually up instead, because the 0.5 Fib level holds, you can put your stop loss to in between the next buy zone. It's still a 9.0 risk to reward ratio. And if it actually does go down to over here, this Fib level, we already took the most conservative approach possible. So if you still targeted 400 and you took your stop loss to, say, the next Fib level at the 786 level here, then your risk to reward is still 4.7. So the majority of cases that I see, actually not the majority, all of the cases that I see are very rewarding in every single way after the consolidation period for a very big breakout, okay? So it just depends on exactly where we are in the case here. After consolidation period, guys, I do expect to make a really large run up right here. I'm hoping for, right now it's $233. Let's just take the average price. You know, we'll take the average price of right here, just assuming everything ends up holding, right? And we're just going to say about 80% gain, set to do 80% in the next, I don't know how long it's going to be. Like this one here ended up taking how long here? This one took 87 days to do that run up. If the apex was actually right there, this one could be 87 days as well, just using a baseline of what we already see and know and has happened before. So we could be looking at May, right? May at the end of this breakout. We're not going to have a consolidation period that's going to end until possibly end of February, or sorry, end of January, early February. But this is one of the ones that you guys should be, like I suggested in the last video, to create a spreadsheet of all the coins that have potential, that are in your interest, right? That are you're interested in. This way, you generate yourself tons of leads, right? You got stuff flowing through the pipe always, right? Some are in different cycles, some are in different stages of the trading period, right? That's how we take a look at it, guys. We create different stages that all coins are at in the cycle, and then we filter it down the pipe, right? And everything gets funneled down there. And then the ones that are hot right now, that are coming very close to setup, those are the ones that we pay a lot of attention to, right? That we invest or trade in, where we invest our limited capital to, because not everyone's got like $5 billion to play every single coin every time. So this is the ones that you guys should, if it interests you, right, keep it on the table, right? Keep an eye on it carefully as well. Look for these buy zones, right? You know, this buy zone in here is anywhere between, say, 200 to 220 for the lower region right there, right? We actually today hit 212 already. So that's one region, 220 to 200 to 220. Another region, if it goes down to E, is probably between 220 and 230 about as well, right? And a good apex could be around 230 as well, where it could break out. So definitely keeping a close eye on this, guys. And once again, if it interests you, write it down. You know, create it. You got to be organized, guys, if you want to do this well. You got to be really organized. You got to be able to manage yourself and your time and your coins well, because it's not just a matter of sitting there in front of a computer and staring at indicators, right? Got to plan super far ahead. Think of this as like a sales job, like you're, you know, like selling cars, where you got to manage clients, you got to manage your time, you got to follow up with leads, you got to see how other people are doing, or in this case coins, right? You got to follow up on it as well. You got to see what stage they're in. And this is the one near the end of January, early February, is set to do 100%. So if I put in a random number of $25,000 leveraged, just for example, so $25,000 leverage, that would only be like, say, 8K of euro money, right? Which, so now you're leveraging 25K with reserve in your margin, because you don't want to be liquidated, while being smart and keeping to your stop loss. If this were to actually play out and it reached 80 to 100% of that $25,000, if it did 100% to target 2, you guys would be making yourself $50,000 total for a $25,000 profit, which is basically what a typical American makes a year, you know, with a decent job salary in a few months of a trade. So am I interested in it? Yes, I'm interested in it at all, very much so. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please upvote it on steemit. I'd really appreciate that. Like, subscribe, share, etc. as well, right? Follow me on Twitter, guys. My Twitter is in the description below. Remember Ray William Johnson used to do that all the time? I found that guy hilarious. Every time he threw that baby at the wall, made me never want to have kids. Because it might be something I would do. No, I'm just kidding, guys. It's something I would never do, okay? I was like looking left and right to see who was here in a creepy way while just saying that. Who throws baby dolls against the wall except for Ray William Johnson? So anyways, yeah, so I'll see you guys in the future. And if you guys especially love the video, right, Luna's got her own little cryptocurrency piggy bank as well. You guys are welcome to donate to that. You guys don't ever feel obligated, like I always say, you know, don't ever feel obligated. People just have asked me in the past to keep it there, and sometimes people want to buy me a dinner or something, and I appreciate that. And Luna is, she loves tequila and vodka. She loves her Patron, and geez, she loves it a lot. So, yeah, like she gets a lot of liquor from the funds that you guys provide in her little cryptocurrency piggy bank. So I will see you guys later. Keep an eye on Litecoin. We'll catch up with this coin in about a week, maybe in a week near the end of February when a little bit more of the pattern starts to develop. Okay, see you guys later. Take it easy. Bye now.